Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's your leader of your Pilates classes. Well, how are you today? Sunday, expected lots of rain. I was up very early, went out for a nice walk through the park. It was lovely. It was quite quiet when I was out, so very easy to do your social distancing. And then as I started to come back, I ended up walking in underneath the trees to avoid people because it had got so busy, and so thought it was going to rain, but no rain. So I hear a lot of you are doing lots of baking and eating a lot of your baking. You sent me a few pictures of it. I'd like to eat some of it myself, ladies and gentlemen. So you know, when I'm teaching my Pilates, I like nice relaxing music for you all, simply so that you can make the mind to body connection and that you're not drawn away on, you know, singing a tune that you know or you used to dance to or you still listen to or whatever, which sort of, I think, distracts you a little bit from being able to connect with your core and think about your posture and your form. However, some of you I know who live on your own, but not even that really, have mentioned that sometimes it's very difficult to do your Pilates class. You know, it's slower music, it's quiet, and some of you who do not live on your own have mentioned that it makes you feel a little bit lonely because I suppose you miss the camaraderie, shall we say, of those around you in the social aspect of your classes. So I am going a little bit against my grain and I'm going to use faster paced music for your Pilates today, okay? So I want you very much to listen to your teaching and safety points and make sure that you try and connect as best as you can with your posture and your form and your movements. I'll be shouting that out to you anyway. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope it will make it a little bit easier for some of you to get into it. Okay? Big slap on my thighs. So shoulders nice and relaxed. We'll start with our little warm-up and then we'll get into it. So feet a little bit wider than hip distance. We're going to soften the knees, drop the shoulders away from the neck, open up the chest, ribs connected to the hips, and nice big deep breath in. Exhale. Breathe in, up. Remember, anything that's not comfortable for you, ladies and gentlemen, try it if you can. If it still doesn't feel right, don't do it. Rest down if you need to. Exhale, breathe in. Listen to the safety points and the teaching points. Remember, when you find that you're losing your form and you're unable to maintain your connection with your core and breath, well then rest down, come in later. Breathe in. Exhale, left arm. Inhale, breathe out. Inhale. Shoulders down for 4 and 3 and 2. Now both arms together. Turn your toes out and into a little plie. Exhale, head tall, shoulders down. Now feel the rotation of the shoulders into the midline of the back. Don't take the hands up above the arm line or shoulder line. And when you bend your knees, try and hold them as best you can above your ankles. Try not to bring them in. Open through the thighs. Breathe out for 4. Exhale. Breathe in and 3. And 2. Exhale and inhale. Last one. Hands on the thighs. Now transfer your weight. Push your bum back a little bit. Exhale. I could use this music for my body conditioning. 4 and 3. Now push your bum right back. Hold your knee above your ankle. Push until you feel a stretch up the inside of the thigh and the adductor muscle, knee to groin. 2 to go. Now a little bump and bump down. Back. 2 to go. And double. And double. Shoulders relax, soft elbows. Now we're going to plie down the middle and lift. Exhale down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulders away from the neck as best you can. 2. Last one. Now hold it low and right heel up. Exhale. Breathe out and in. And exhale and inhale. And lift. Lower, lift, and lower. 4 more singles. Lift. And up. And lift. Now, bit of balance. Shoulders relaxed, elbows soft. Right heel, down. Left heel, up, right, and lower. Now keep it in the thighs. Heel, heel, lower. Left leg. So you don't want to come up as you lift your heel, otherwise it reduces the load on your thighs, so to speak. Down, left leg, left, right, and lower. Right leg, up, heel, and down. Left heel, up, shoulders relaxed, head tall, down. Right heel, lift, lift, lower, left, up, lower. Let's do both together. Lift, lower, exhale. Now you'll be feeling it in your quadriceps, so you don't want to come up. Lift, 3, and 2, and let's go for a little pulse. 10, 9, keep the thighs open, knees above the ankles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and low down. Whoa, and lift it, and lift it. Shoulders relaxed. Breathe out. You'll be able to still feel that in your thighs, also just up above your knee. 3 to go. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. And walk your heels and your toes in. Shift your legs out if you need to. Let's go. Heel raise. Up. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower, lift. 6 to go. And 5. And 4. Now nice and tall. Try not to roll forward. Push up tall. Try not to fall over like that. And 2. Now a little bit faster. Nice and smooth. Try not to touch the heels on the floor. Soften the knees. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. See? Can't help but you know I love my music, ladies and gentlemen. Now, right foot forward, back heel off the floor. Let's take it down a little lunge. Breathe out, breathe in. Now don't lock out the front knee, don't lean forward. Keep your body alignment, so your head, spine, tailbone in between the heel of your front foot and the knee of your back leg. Not in between. Between the heel of the front leg and the toe of the back leg. So if your back foot is too close, it's going to push you forward. Continue your work. That's not good posture. So you may need to take that foot back. Never stand in a straight line, as we're not inline skaters. 4. Nice and smooth. Don't go down too low. 3. 2 to go. Squeeze your buttock. Back leg. Squeeze. 10. 9. At no time should your hip be pouncing forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold here. Right hand on the right thigh. Body weight on the legs. Feeling it in the buttocks and thighs. And lift. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Back knee bent. Front knee above the ankle. 4 to go. Stretch. From underneath that armpit on the left side all the way down to that left hip. 2 to go. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out and bring it in. Marching it out for 4, 3, 2. Left foot forward, feet hip distance. Step back on that left foot. Right foot, right foot, right foot. Ready? Now take a little tester. Look at yourself. Front knee above the ankle. Back knee below the hip. Back heel off the floor at all times. Don't do that bad thing about rocking forward and back. No good. You pop your calf muscle. Take it down. Exhale. Lift. And when you come back up, remember, don't lock out your knees. Keep a little bit of softness in those knee joints. Exhale. Inhale. Breathe out. Breathe in. Be very careful if you're on a slippy floor. Shoulders relaxed. Now it's natural when you drop down that you're going to try and push your body weight forward or your knee forward. Don't. Always think. Stay behind your front thigh. Exhale. 4 to go. And 3. And 2. Exhale. Inhale out through the mouth, in through the nose. Shoulders relaxed. Let's hold it down and pulse it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Stay low, feeling it on that calf muscle. I know I am. Let's take it to the left. Over. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now try not to come up if you can help it. If you need to, of course you can. Shoulders relaxed. Don't let your fingers flop down towards the floor. For 4, we're going to try and keep this left knee above the ankle. And we're going to try not to do that. We're going to try not to let that knee roll. 3 to go. Lift it. 2 to go. Lift it. Last one. And slide it in and march. 4, 3, 2. Lovely. Now nice in breath. Toes are nice and wide. And forward. Exhale down. Breathe in. Little squat back. Now just float those fingertips up and lower. Breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale. Exhale. 6 to go. Chin slightly towards the chest. Push your bum right back. Hold the knees above the ankles. 4 to go. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 to go. Shoulders away from the neck. Last one. And pulse it. 10, 9. And just slide your bum up and down the wall behind you. 7, 6. Nice and tight. Small. 5. Smooth. 3, 2. Let's do 4 more. Why? Because I asked. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Drop it down. Hands on the outside of the thighs. Feel that all the way at the top of the thighs, into the glutes. Breathe. Shoulders relaxed. And push up. Walk it in. Ooh, nice big deep breath in. Feet hip distance. I want your right toe forward. And I want you to exhale and push your bum back to the wall behind you. Bend the left knee. Whoa, feeling it right up at the top of the bum and the thigh. Now don't lean into the front foot. It's there if you need it for a little bit of help with your balance. So don't just bend the knees and shove them forward to me. Shoulders relaxed. For 4, 3. Try not to do this. No good. Not good for the back, not good for the outer hip. 2 to go. Back. Now hold it here one more time. Pulse it. 10. Shoulders down. 7, 6, 5. Are we leaning too heavy in the toes of the front foot? 3, 2. Try and keep your weight back in the heel of your left foot. 1. And march. Nice in breath. Feet hip distance. Set your posture. Drop your shoulders. Neck aligned. Ribs down. Left toe forward. Lean back into the heel of the right foot. Bend the knees. Bump back. Exhale. Now remember, light touch on this foot. Breathe out. Shoulders down. Chin to chest. Neck aligned. Exhale. breathe out. 6. Are we leaning too heavy into that front foot? Because if you do, what will happen is it will make you push your hip off to the side, bum back. 3, 2, 2 more. Exhale, are we in the heel of the right foot? Let's pulse it down. 10, shoulders, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and march! Well done! Now feet nice and wide, toes forward, big deep breath in. We're going to take a hinge position, push the bum right back, slight lift on the tummy. Fingertips of the right hand on the floor. If you can't touch the floor, then just let your hand go there. Otherwise, push your right hand on the front of your left thigh. Nice rotation with that left arm. Remember, your left hand doesn't twist, you don't roll the hand, you just show the palm of your hand to the left hand side of your room. Chin to chest. Now feel your stretch. Where do you feel it? Up the back of the calf, possibly up the back of the hamstrings for sure. Chin to chest, shoulders relaxed. Breathe in, down. Exhale, other side. That palm of the right hand just looks at the palm or the wall on the right hand side. Chin to chest, relax the neck. In through the nose. Focus on where you feel your stretch. Inhale, down. One more time. Left palm to the fingertips to the ceiling. Left palm to the room on your left hand side. Feeling the stretch more up the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, down. Right arm up. Shoulders relaxed. Don't let your hand drift back over your hip. Nice breath in. Feeling the stretch more now up the inside of the left thigh. Breathe in. Chin to chest. Heels. Walk them in until they're just below your hips. Lift the abdominals gently and slowly bring that spine back up. Nice big deep breath in through the nose. Now lift the abdominals, pubic bone towards your waist, and just lift the rib cage out and over the thighs. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. Arms nice and loose. Nice in breath, and slowly bring that spine back up. And inhale up. Lift the abdominals. Exhale out and over, chin to chest. Shoulders nice and relaxed, arms loose and heavy. Don't force your hands to the floor. Breathe in, restack the spine, press your tailbone towards the floor, heels against the mat or floor. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. Now remember, you can soften your knees if that's too tight, but again, you should be able to keep your legs nice and long and just don't force your arms further than you're able to go. Slowly restack. And lovely. Now we're going to take ourselves to the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, pillow or towel underneath your knees if there's any little dodgy bits. You can place them underneath your hands. Make sure your wrists are not taking your strains. You don't want to be pushing your wrists into the floor. Make 2 fists and lean onto them like that, but make sure that your wrists don't jut out to the side. Or, failing that, modify and come down onto your hands and knees. One hand on top of the other one, and that will allow you to keep your neck aligned with your spine. Okay? Otherwise, knees and feet hip distance. Toes out. Shoulders away from the neck. Soft elbows. I'm going to extend the right arm and the left leg. Nice breath in. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Exhale. Hold, inhale, breathe out, breathe in. Now try not to use that support foot. Exhale, inhale, keep the hips nice and level, breathe out, and breathe in. Exhale, inhale. And you can see what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. Continue how the speed of the music sometimes draws your mind away, so you speed into your movements, or you're so focused on singing the tune that you forget. There's nobody more than me loves music. That's why I love teaching my body blitz classes so much. because it drives you through your class and really helps. But I find for the purpose of Pilates, that's slightly distracting. You may not, you may like that. So do text me or send me a message and let me know. And obviously you're still continuing, so we have 4 to go. Breathe in. Now remember, the purpose is to lengthen, keep the hips level. Shoulders away from the neck. 3 to go. Inhale. 2. Breathe in. And last one, we're going to hold. Palm turned inwards towards the midline of your spine. The leg at the back is lengthened, and we're just going to pulse. 10, 9. Small movement. Precision. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest down. You can sit back on your heels if you wish, chin to chest, and lengthen that spine. Nice in-breath. We're going to draw forward, hands and knees. Remember, reset your posture. Check that your knees are below your hips, that your shoulders are away from your neck, elbows slightly soft. I'm going to take a nice in-breath and extend. Now, when you bring your knee back in, just skim it above the mat. Don't press it back down again unless you have to. If you have to, then do. What you don't want is to end up rolling right and left. No good. Think of your form. Remember, as always, ladies and gentlemen, try not to stop when I stop to teach, because I teach all the way through. You get nothing done. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthen. Now, feeling that lengthening from the back of the hip all the way down the leg, into the calf muscle, out through the toe. Not cocking your heel up to the ceiling. Breathe it out. Inhale. Exhale. Stretching. As if I had the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes and I was pulling them to opposite ends of the room. What you don't want is to stretch that leg out and go back with it. Keep the other knee above the hip, below the hip. Exhale. 3 to go. Breathe out. Inhale. 2 to go. Last one. Hold. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Shoulders are level. 1, and rest down. Sit back on your heels. Separate your knees, chin to chest, forehead on the floor, arms fully extended. And breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And gently come forward, ladies and gentlemen. Lie down on your side. Pillow or towel. Now lengthen both legs. I want you to give me a V shape between your feet. So stack your hips. Head back in line with the neck and spine. Sense of a lift underneath your rib cage. You don't want to ever feel as if you just slumped into the floor. And again, by focusing on that gentle awareness of your core, pubic bone gently lifted towards the waist, you can feel how there is a sense of a lift underneath that hip. Now, I want you to look at your feet. So you should have a V shape between your feet. And I want you to point your toe. So your toe is pointed away from the top ankle, still holding the V shape. So the heel of your lower foot is slightly off the floor. Can you see that? Now lift this leg. Exhale. Inhale. Breathe out. Breathe in. 6. Now lead with the toe. Pull down with the heel. Now sit. Again, try and think of the stability of the trunk of your body. Breathe out. Breathe in. And again, you can go to here. You don't have to take it all the way to the ceiling. It's not necessary. Modify down. The important thing is that you can maintain your body posture while creating that movement. That you can still breathe. That you can be aware of your core. Exhale. Toe pointed to the ceiling on the lift. And down. So that when that heel comes back, that V shape is still between your feet. 4 to go. 3 to go. Last one. And rest down. Bring those knees up and forward. And just rub your bum if you need to. Lovely. Now, you're going to bring this top foot forward if you can. And if you can't, it's not important. You can hold it further down. And I just want you to breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Now keep your heel hip distance to the floor. This top hip is stacked above the lower hip. Exhale, inhale. 6 to go. Breathe out, breathe in. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathing. 4. Shoulders relaxed. 2, 1. And gently bend that leg. Reach for the foot, back of the sock, back of the trouser leg, front of the sock, and pull that knee back. Now don't pull your foot back and open up your rib cage. Keep the ribs down, connected to the hip line. Soft elbow on that left arm. Shoulders away from your neck. And you should feel that stretch from the top of your hip flexor all the way down towards the knee. Breathe in through the nose, squeeze your buttocks, push your hip flexor a little bit forward towards me, and don't pull your foot closer to your bum. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Shoulders relaxed. Squeeze the buttock, push the hip forward tiny little bit, you'll feel that stretch increase. And let that go nice and gently. Now you gently roll yourself round. Well, I'll tell you what to do. Press yourself up nice and gently and bring yourself to the other side. Okay? Pillow or towel. Now we'll roll around and do our little bit of tummy work. So we're not just doing exactly what we think we're going to do every time. So knees and feet are hip distance. Shoulders away from the neck. Ribs are down in the midsection and the spine's nicely lengthened out along the mat. Roll across your bum. That's just something that I like to do with you all, as you know, for me, so that I know that you've elongated your lower back. Because you can set your hips on the floor and this part of your lumbar spine is all encroached in on itself. So if you roll across the back of your hips, you can actually feel the muscles lengthening themselves out a little bit more. Nice in breath. Hands either side of the head. Remember, not together with me, not at the back of your neck, not up here where you're going to pull on your head. Just wide and set your head in your hands. Clear your shoulder line so your clothes are not pulling you back. Heels towards the bum, knees hip distance, and breathe out and in. Now remember, all you're doing is sliding your ribs a little bit closer to your hips. Breathe out, breathe in. Exhale, inhale. 7, and back, and 6. And watch. You don't want this. Okay, when you go back, your ribs should not feel as if they're pushing up to the ceiling. Continue your work if you can. Rest if you need to. Ribs to hips. Exhale, bum stays flat and heavy to the floor. Breathe out, breathe in. Exhale, don't pull your head. Now, the more repetitions or movements you do, of course your neck is going to start to tire. You've got to think to yourself, can I still focus rib to hip? If you find that your head is coming up on a smaller height, well then what's happening is you're starting to lose the strength aspect of your work. Your neck is going to try and take over, and that's what's going to give you a sore neck. So chin to chest, exhale, eyes on your thighs, breathe out, breathe in, and don't try and achieve it by pulling on your head and neck. 4 to go. Just think of your ribs. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. The hips, the ribs go back to original place. They don't go back up to the ceiling, otherwise you're looking for your back to curl you forward. 3 to go. You want your core to do your work. 2 to go. I hold this one and pulse it. 10. And what are you pulsing? You're not pulsing, pulling your head or shoving your head forward. You're pulsing your ribs to your hips. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest down. Lovely. Now take a little stretch. Arms nice and long. Remember to change your arm line if it's difficult for you to hold that position. Shoulders in the back and away from the neck. Ribs down in the midsection. Hips nice and level. Fingertips can be on your shoulders. Arms can be by the side of your hips. They don't have to be up here. And again, if you feel uncomfortable in your back, you can just internally draw those muscles up from your pubic bone towards your waist a little bit. Ideally, you don't want your back shoved into the floor because that changes your whole posture alignment through your neck and shoulders by doing that. Big out breath. Inhale. Exhale. By pulling those tummy muscles up in that position, ladies and gentlemen, you should be able to feel the small of your back just draw itself down a little bit towards the floor. If you pull these tummy muscles too tightly, your lower back is stuck in the floor, your bum is now slightly elevated off the floor, and you're creating a pelvic tilt. Depending on posture, that affects your neck and shoulders, so your shoulders go down, your chin goes forward. Not good. Now, gently bend your knees and slowly roll yourself round onto this side, okay? Feet out. Pillow or towel underneath your head. Nice in-breath. Lengthen the legs. Look down at your feet and make sure that you've got a V shape. So the heels of your feet are together. The toes of your feet are not. So your feet are in a V, okay? Now point the toes of the top foot away on the diagonal line, okay? Now lift the toe, flex, and pull the heel down on top of the other heel. Point the toe, lift, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Now remember, small distance if that's all you're able to do, and there's nothing wrong with that. For whatever reason, remember we're not all the same, we're all different, we're all unique, ladies and gentlemen. Point the toe, lift, flex, down. Point, lift, down. You'll feel that right in the centre of the quadricep. Point and flex. Point, lift, flex. 4 to go. Point the toe, lift. Remember, nice V shape between those feet all the time when that heel comes back down. 2 to go. Last one. Or do it a little bit faster. See my thinking process there, ladies and gentlemen? I couldn't remember. 4 to go. 3. I couldn't remember whether we did a set of lift and lower a little bit faster. If we didn't, you can save it to the end and do it on the other leg yourself. Bend your knees. Lovely. Now, bring that top foot forward to me. Keep it hip distance off the floor and just lift and lower. Exhale, inhale, up and down. 8, 7, 6. Shoulders relaxed, head back in line with the spine, tailbone pointing to the opposite side of your room. Head to the other side. Trying to keep that hip stacked, not lifting this foot so high that you roll that top hip back. 2 to go. Last one. And pulse it. 10. Small. 8. 7. Keep breathing. 6. In and out. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And gently bend that knee. Grab that foot. Sock. Trouser leg. And just roll the knee back. Now don't have your knee stuck up there. No good. Don't turn your knee down. Just pull the foot back towards your buttock, but never on it. Bend the back elbow, and you should feel the stretch in the front of your thigh now. Don't rest your leg on your lower leg. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale. Always think that on your exhalation, the tightness that you feel in your body on a stretch or a muscle, that you could just breathe that tension out on your out breath. Soft elbow. Now to increase that stretch, push the top of your thigh forward to me and squeeze your buttock. Don't pull your foot tighter to your bum. Just squeeze your buttock and push your hip tiny little bit forward to me. Back elbow nice and soft and hold your stretch. Top shoulder just rotated downwards slightly into the back and towards the midline of the spine. Opening this area here. 4, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. 3 and 2. And gently let that go, lovely. And we're going to slowly roll back down onto our back. Lovely. And knees and feet hip distance. Hips nice and level. Shoulders relaxed. Ribs down. Make sure your pillow or towel is supporting the crown of your head with your chin slightly tucked towards your chest. Now, breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now I want you to lift your feet, cross one foot, hands either side of the thighs, just roll your legs towards you and then settle the hips back down flat to the floor. The heels are a little bit higher in the crease of your knee, so you don't want your feet hanging down here. You definitely don't want your knees out there pulling on your back. So knees are just above the hips, hands over the head. Nice breath in, exhale, and pull on your abdominal muscles. Breathe in. Now remember, listen to what you hear. I'm not asking you to roll your legs in and out. I'm asking you to breathe out through your mouth and at the same time in this area from your pubic bone towards your belly button to pull up. That will bring the small of your back closer to the floor and your legs move as a consequence of your contracted pelvic floor muscles, not because of the momentum of you swinging them in and out. So exhale, curl. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. 6 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Breathe in. So can you see how your legs continue? Your legs don't swing in and out like that. No good. You want control, good core focus to be able to help you to continue that movement. So you just feel your back imprint the floor a little bit. And as you release, you control your movement so that you don't release your tummy muscles so much that your feet and the weight of your legs take over. 2 to go. Exhale. Breathe in. Now pulse this one. 10. Just pull those abdominal muscles in and release a little bit. In and release a little bit. Pull. Pull. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest down. Good work. You'll feel that in your quadriceps also, especially after your leg work. Arms up, shoulders relaxed, ribs down in your midsection. Ribs. Now, very gently, we're going to bend the knees. Slowly bring the arms back down to the side of the hips. And we're going to complete our class on segmental shoulder bridge. Nice breath in. Hips nice and level. Knees and feet. Hip distance. Breathe in through your nose. Start to let go of your breath. Pull up from the front of your pubic bone tightly internally towards your waist, bringing the small of your back into the floor naturally, and then peel the bum one vertebrae at a time away from the floor, and then slowly up from the waist up to the shoulder blades. Don't bring it up to your neck. Inhale at the top, exhale down. Now on your first 1 or 2, just listen to your body, see how that feels, especially those of you with any weakness or issues in your lower back. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale. Obviously at some point you're going to think, oh, I've run out of breath. Well then just breathe in again and then exhale. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale as you execute your movement. Pull up on the tummy muscles. Remember, you've got to get the small of the back into the floor just as you did on your upward movement. Imprint and then gently roll out through the back of your hips. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale. at the top, exhale down. Those of you with any discomfort in your lower back at this moment in time will only come up to wherever is comfortable for you. And remember, it's not bum up to the sky, bum down to the floor. It's about peeling and laying every single vertebrae of your spine onto the floor and peeling it off the floor. Don't shove into your movement, don't let your knees widen. Remember, you always want your knees in line with the front of your hips as they face the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, pull up strong on the tummy. So this is one of the few movements where you would be instructed to really pull strongly on your tummy muscles so that you create that kind of a pelvic tilt where the small of your back kisses the floor, so to speak. Breathe out. And peel. Inhale at the top, and you never shove your hips higher than that nice diagonal line between your knee, hip and shoulder. Breathe in, exhale. Inhale through the nose. Again, don't come up too high if your lower back is uncomfortable. Otherwise it sort of undoes what you're trying to do at this point. It's just as good just to imprint the small of your back. Imprint, lift, and then slowly back down. That's just as good if your back is uncomfortable. That still works into the core, still lengthens the lower part of your back. 2 to go. Last one. Nice breath in at the top. Feeling the glutes contract. Nice line between the knee, the hip and the side of the shoulder, and then gently down. Lovely. Now, we're going to roll our knees towards me. Roll your shoulders to the same side and gently push up. Very good. Extending the legs. Bring the pillow or towel, if you need it, underneath your tailbone, which I do, otherwise my tailbone sort of encroaches and causes me a little bit of discomfort in my lower back. Why? Because I'm a human being like you. Shoulders nice and relaxed, ladies and gentlemen. Now big deep breath in. Exhale, lift the rib cage out and over the gap between your upper thighs, hands to the toes, ankles, and obviously you would have your shoes off, if possible. Feeling that nice freedom on your feet. Breathe in through the nose, press the knees into the floor, pull the toes up towards your ankles, you don't need your hands. And you should be able to feel a nice stretch right up the back of those calf muscles. Lean forward a little bit more. Should feel no pulling on your lower back. Remember, lift the abdominals. Engage them to support the back a little bit if you need it. And slowly restack the spine. Lengthen. Now, right elbow into the inside of the right thigh. Extension on that left arm. Take the palm of your right hand underneath the thigh of your left leg. Now you should be able to feel that right down the outside edge of the back of your ribs, down towards the back of your hip. Lovely stretch for those muscles. Breathe in through the nose. And exhale all the way out through an open mouth. And gently bring that arm down, slowly up. Always try and come out of your movements as you go into them. Now just drop the left shoulder. Bring the back of the tricep on the left arm in against the inner thigh on the left leg, and take the palm of your left hand and set it underneath the inner right thigh. Slowly extend that right arm all the way up towards the ceiling, and again you'll feel that stretch down that area. Shoulders relaxed. Breathe in through the nose. And again, nice in-breath. Even though the breathing is a little bit impinged or restricted, especially down on that left side, we still want to try and inhale, hold the breath, exhale. Giving those muscles time to really elongate out. Slowly back up. up, shoulders relaxed. Now gentle roll of the shoulders. Just set your palms on the top of your thighs. 3, 2, and back the other way. 4, 3, 2. Now I want you gently to bring your chin down towards your chest. Now don't just throw your head forward. Bring your chin downwards, lengthening the back of your neck. So imagine that I have my hands around your head here, and as you drop your chin towards your chest, I lift your head up slightly so that the back of your neck feels lengthened. Think now of my hands on the top of your shoulders, and as you lengthen your hairline away from your t-shirt or your clothes, I gently press my hands down into your shoulders. Breathe in. Slowly bring the chin towards me. Now gently lengthen the muscles in the front of your neck. Just allowing your hairline to move a little bit closer to your t-shirt. But don't think of ramming your neck down into your t-shirt. Think about lifting the chin as far away from the neck as possible. Shoulders down. Again, I have my hands on your shoulders, gently pressing them down. And inhale, center. Lovely. Fingertips of the left hand to the temple of the right side. Gently pull off. Now don't let your chin go down. Just allow the neck on the right hand side to feel the earlobe pull as far away as possible from that shoulder. Don't let your shoulder follow your ear. Press your right palm on the floor. Soften the elbow. And press your shoulder on the right side as far away from the fingertips on your left hand as possible. And breathe at the same time. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now what you were going to do was just hold your breath, weren't you? It was just going to be a, no. Shoulders relaxed. Palm on the floor. Fingertips, lengthen the spine. Exhale. Lift the ears far away from that. Left palm flat to the floor. Soft elbow on the left arm. I think I've just discovered that my left arm is shorter than my right arm. I know those things are normal. Same with legs as well, but it's not always that you get a chance to physically be aware of it. Nice breath in and slowly release. Now gently, small rotation. As if you had a paintbrush in your chin and you were drawing a line across the front of your chest towards your shoulder, back a little bit and down over the shoulder on the other side. 2 to go. You can do this one on your own, ladies and gentlemen, because you know I suffer from vertigo with certain movements in my head. So if there's anybody watching or doing it who does suffer from vertigo, Meniere's disease, anything like that, just be careful. Now drop your paintbrush or your chin towards your chest, slowly roll out towards your left shoulder. Lift the chin gently towards the ceiling, back across your right shoulder and down towards your chest on the right hand side, back towards the center. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale. Keep the spine nicely lengthened. Inhale. 1 more time. Oh, dizzy, dizzy. And lovely. We're going to slowly slide those feet together. I want you to pull your toes back towards your ankles. Nice in-breath. Take your fingertips on your hairline. Pull up strong on your tummy if you can. Exhale and slowly bring those elbows just above the knees on your thighs. Keep the toes pulled up towards your knees. You feel a nice strong stretch up the back of the legs. You may also find it in your bum cheeks or cheeks of your bum. Shoulders down. Inhale. Keep the feet in flexion. Slowly roll the elbows up towards the ceiling. Hold through the tummy in case you fall back. Exhale forward. Nice and gently. Don't pull the head. And inhale, release. Lovely. We're going to roll to one side. Bend the knees. Rotate. Remove your pillow from away from your bum. Toes to the floor. Lovely. We're going to take the palms of the hands to the floor. Lean into the palms. Get your elbows in tight against the inside of your knees. Exhale, push the knees nice and wide. Chin towards the chest, keeping the neck aligned. And you can feel that stretch right up the inside of your thighs into your groin. Nice breath in, roll back. Now soft knees. Get your balance, chin towards your chest. Take a nice in breath. And relax that head a little bit further out towards the floor. And you should feel a big difference now in the distance that your hands were to the floor at the beginning of your class and the distance your hands are now at the end of your class. And if you don't, it doesn't matter. Nice breath in. Pull back on the tummy gently. And exhale, build that spine back up. You can soften your knees if you feel you need to. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Lovely. Big deep breath in, ladies and gentlemen. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. And give yourselves a big clap. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Good work. I hope you enjoyed that. I have to say now that that was my first time of teaching a Pilates class with that kind of music. And when I spoke to you in the middle of class, it was quite distracting for me. But as I got into the flow of teaching you the class, I sort of didn't really hear that very much. So I hope you enjoyed your class anyway. Okay, so enjoy the rest of your day. Look after yourself. And as always, we'll be listening to see what the news says as to what's going to change. But my advice is to stay safe, folks. That virus is not going away for a long, long time. It's out there, so don't become complacent. Look after yourself, look after your family, and take care, wash your hands, and only go out when you really, really have to. Okay? Love you very much.